Welcome to our daily Forex market analysis, and this is for trading on April the 7th, 2021. And also just want to let everybody know that I was not here over the last week, and I was away, or week, I should say. I was away on holidays, and hence there have been no market analysis. But moving forward, I'm back now, and we'll have the daily market analysis and the weekly analysis as usual. So in terms of, before we dive in, just a quick disclaimer, this is for education purposes only. Trading is a risky business, so please be careful with your money. All right, as usual, we'll start off the call by taking a look at our calendar here. So in terms of Wednesday here, busy calendar, we do have PMI numbers coming out of the Eurozone as well as UK here. So PMI numbers are leading indicators. They tell us what the purchasing managers are buying. So if the purchasing managers buy stuff, which means they are expecting the retail sales to be good. So anytime these PMI numbers come in higher than expected, it is a good thing for the currency. So we could see euro go up if that's the case. And then we have PMI numbers here for Canada as well. One thing to keep in mind, IMF meetings here. So when we have any kind of leaders gathered, it is very important to pay attention to comments, because the comments can drive the market, even though they may not really be they're not on the agenda, or they're not at least in our calendar, but they can drive the market because it shows what they are thinking, and what they're thinking will define the monetary policy and fiscal policy. So it's very important to pay attention to those. We do have FOMC meeting minutes coming out tomorrow as well. So again, those are important because again, they will give us an insight into what the Fed is thinking moving forward. So right now, as far as the commentary from the Fed, they are going to keep the monetary policy stable. But again, inflation has been a big concern, and we'll see if they want to continue. Any kind of deviation would be a concern, but otherwise, if they keep everything the same, I would not expect much of a change. All right, so let's go on to our charts. We'll start off with euro dollar. We saw a nice big candle here from euro. This is looking bullish, but we do need to keep something in mind here. Price is into resistance, and this is where price has struggled several times before, or multiple times. This is where price really struggled before it pushed through, and now we are on that at that level again. So at this point, the bias here is bullish, but with caution, because if it doesn't go through this 1.1880 level, then we could see a turnaround here. But the price is looking quite bullish here at the moment. So once we see it break through today's candle, next target here is 1.1920. And then above that, we are looking at 1.1950. So bullish bias here with caution though for euro dollar. Pound dollar here, pound is looking bearish, as we can see, big drop in the pound here. Looking at our, just kind of diving into the 1 hour, quite a drop here. So be careful here when we have an inefficient move like that. Sometimes it can get filled. So that would be the only thing to keep in mind. But bias is to the downside here, looks bearish. We have a bearish the railroad pattern here. So looking for a drop in terms of a pullback, we could get a pullback into 1.3860 level, or sometimes even a deeper pullback when it's an inefficient move. It could go all the way into 1.3885. So right now, bearish bias, first target is 1.3775. And then below that, we are looking at 1.3720. So bearish bias here for pound dollar. So basically I'm looking for something like this, a pullback, and then if it holds here below this 1.3880, then looking for a drop. Aussie dollar here. Aussie is looking bullish at the moment. It's holding above this previous support resistance level. However, something to keep in mind here would be the support resistance level once again. As we can see, this is where price had struggled, and here we are again. It's been struggling for a number of days here. So if it doesn't break today's high, we could see a move back into the support level towards the bottom of the range again. So with this one here as well, I would say bullish bias, but with caution here, because if it fails to break through the resistance at 0.7670, then we are back into the range, just like it's been doing over the last few days here. It's still looking range bound, so bullish bias with caution. New Zealand dollar, this one here as well, we saw a big drop, but price has come back again. So with all the dollar crosses, we have to be careful with the Fed minutes as well, because those could drive the market. With this one here, it's a neutral candle here. Now there is rejection from the support level, which means once price goes through the resistance, we have this inefficient move to the downside, this big inefficient move that could get filled. So that's something to watch out for. Right now, this is neutral. We could see a move into 0.7100, and this is where we have this solid support resistance level and price may struggle. So in this case, I'm looking for something like this, and then struggle here. So neutral to slightly bullish bias here for New Zealand dollar. 0.7100 is the first target, and then 0.7150 is the second target. Dollar CAD here, this one has also been range bound here over the last few days. It's been stuck here. So today we do have a bullish candle close, however, not looking that strong. I'm looking for price to go and retest this resistance level at 1.2560. And this is where we may see it struggle. So if it doesn't go through, we are back into the middle and the bottom of the range here. So bias here is neutral for dollar CAD. I'm expecting a move between 1.2560 and 1.2500. So neutral bias here for dollar CAD. All right, let's take a look at our commodities here. Silver looking bullish. However, it is right into resistance here. This is where price has struggled previously, as we can see many times. So we do have a bullish candle close. So I'm looking for a retest of 25.35. But if it fails, we could see a move back down here. So this is a strong support resistance level that we have to watch out for. So neutral to bullish bias here. 25.35 is the first target. If it does go through though, then we have this entire candle that is likely to get filled. In that case, the next target would be 25.75. But first, we have to watch out for this 25.35 level. Gold here, gold looking bullish, but again, prices into resistance. First target here is 1756.50. If it holds below, then we are, so the concern here will be this one, 1747, 48 level. If it doesn't go through, it could turn around here, but it is a strong candle. So we could see a move all the way back into this 1756. And this is where it may struggle. But if it does go through, then again, we have this inefficient move open that could get filled, but not quite there yet. So we have to wait. Right now, the target is 1756.50. So neutral to bullish bias here with caution though. All right, let's take a look at oil. Oil is stuck in a range here, and this has been stuck here for quite some time. Today's candle close here is bearish. We have a pin bar. So basically in this case, looking for price to drop here, 57.20 is the target. Something to keep in mind here though is we are right into the support level here, the immediate support level. So if it doesn't go through, it can still go back into the range. But right now, bias is bearish. 58.35 is the first target, then 57.20 is the second target. Copper here, copper also at the top of the range and into resistance. So here We see the price had bounced off of this level, so looking for a pullback and then a move back down towards the middle and the bottom of the range. So in this case, the first target would be 4.02, and then if it goes through, we are looking at 3.96. So bias is bearish for copper. Bitcoin here. Bitcoin has been holding the highs for last couple of weeks here, and it hasn't actually dropped. Even though it tried a few times, it hasn't dropped. It's still holding on to the highs. So in this case, we have to watch out for a break. So if it doesn't go through, it can shoot up. So watch out for that. We could get a further move to the upside, but it is not quite ready yet. We have to wait, and we are waiting for a break. It would have to break through this resistance level for a continuation, but it is holding sideways here, which means if a break does happen, then it could shoot up. It could do another move higher like this. So this is what we had seen previously. Price was stuck in a range for quite some time, and then it shot up. And this is similar behavior that could be seen here as well. So keep that in mind. So right now it is neutral here. S&P 500. This one as well, for the last few days, it has been bullish. But today's candle close is neutral. It did drop a bit, but still holding on to the highs. So here, first of all, we have to watch out for the Fed comments tomorrow. If they keep everything the same, won't really have much of an impact in that case. The important thing to keep in mind is, can it break through the resistance or not? When we get a neutral candle, generally it tends to drop after that. So right now, neutral bias, if it goes through the support at 40.60, we're looking for a move back down towards 40.30. So neutral bias here for S&P 500. Same thing here for Nasdaq as well. We have seen the price go up over the last several days, and now we are seeing a neutral candle close. So same thing here as well. We may see the price turn around, so watch out for that. So neutral bias for New Zealand, sorry, not New Zealand, for Nasdaq here. And then Dow Jones here, slight dip here, not very strong candle for the close for the day. So with this one, looking for a drop towards 33,290. And then only if it breaks through that, then we're looking at 33,000. So bias right now is neutral for this one as well. Seems like the market is just waiting. DAX here, DAX dropped a bit here, and we may see a follow through. 15,000 is the target here for DAX. So looking for a bit of a drop. Concern here, caution would be it could just bounce off of the support level here. So do keep that in mind, but once it crosses through, we're looking for a further drop. And then FTSE here, FTSE is looking bullish here. And in this case, basically, it has gone through, so looking for a pullback and a continuation here. So bias is bullish for FTSE. And then Nikkei here, Nikkei, we saw a nice drop here, nice bearish engulfing candle close for the day. So in this case, I would look for a bit of a pullback. We could get a pullback into 29,900, and then looking for a drop back down towards 29,480. So bias is bearish for Nikkei. So that's it for today. Have a wonderful trading day, and I'll see you again tomorrow.